Okay, here's another scenery video, and you know why? Because first off, it's about the middle of April here, and we just got another fresh snowfall. It's so pretty, and I love the way Lily looks against the snow. It's gonna be slow going because there's lots of holes in the trail. They're covered. I've got a raging cold, so my voice is kind of weird. See, this isn't life in the northern town. But look at how pretty it is. If you don't bust your leg trying to go for a walk. Today, right now, I wanted to talk to you about just feeling your feelings through when you're breaking up with somebody, or when anything's going on really that's bothering you. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist or cluster B, life is hell, as we all know. Oh my goodness, there's Lily having a, you know what, so I was going to just zoom in on her, because I wanted to see, but we'll do this a little bit, maybe do this a little bit. And I was cleaning off my car, and as I say, I'm just going through another, this will be a bumpy ride. I'm just going through another breakup. It's a much smaller scale narcissist. He's 2 as compared to the 199.9 psychopath that I was with, as far as torture goes, but, or scale of shit they do. But part of it is, I probably just don't even know the half of it, and the other part is, I have only been with him for 6 months. 6 months was the point when things really started to hit the fan with the other one, and I realize at this point that things are escalating, so it's not really to say anything so great. It's just I am in a much stronger position, so there's maybe one point. As you go along, don't blame yourself. Oh, I was so angry because I knew that I had let myself in for this shit again, because he asked me out. I knew better, and I did it anyway. And my reasoning is, I'll see how it goes. Because I had known this guy for a long time, very casually. I can't say I knew him, but I work in a store, and he'd been in. I live in the same town most of my life, so I was familiar with him, let's say. And he always seemed like a pretty decent guy. But as soon as I start talking to him, there's red flags jumping up all over the place. But on the other hand, as there always is, he's, just a very nice, calming presence, and was pretty good to me in the beginning. But there's always the but. The red flags were there from the beginning as well. That I did leave, actually. Told him right off, I've been down this road before, and I'm not doing it again. And then I went back. And I proceeded to do that about 20 more times. So you go figure. I'll take full responsibility for that in the future, since they say it's all a learning experience, and that makes me want to barf. And I'm sick of learning. Sick. I think I know everything. And then I gotta learn some more. It pisses me off. But it is a learning experience, because clearly this time even I was not strong enough to go when I knew right from the start what was going to happen. I knew probably weeks in, possibly a month. I remember laying there thinking, we only have a limited time. He has no idea, but I know we only have a limited time. And of course, exactly how it played out. No, it wasn't because of my shitty attitude. It was because of his shit. Not even. That's the thing with this narc. He is different, as in, he does have a shitty attitude, but I don't think he's evil or malignant. He's very emotional, reacts, and but is also very self-centered, which was the problem. You can't be in a relationship when you don't exist with somebody. And anyway, the point is, own your emotions and just feel them and work through them. I was cleaning off my car because this morning I got to go to work and it's full of snow. And I have my music on and I'm dancing away. But there's this little ache, this little heartache inside of me. And I realized even yesterday that it's just part of the process. You can't fight it. You can't ignore it. You can't wallow in it. But you have to just acknowledge it. But realize that it will be gone soon. It's not going to be there forever. Yes, you may have a scar depending on the severity of what's going on. With this guy, yeah, maybe I will have a little one. The last one, I carry a scar for sure. I'm not in love with him anymore. And I will never even look at him ever again in my life. But I carry the scars. And that did probably contribute a little bit to what happened in this relationship, but maybe in a good way. Because rather than let it all drag on for a year or two, and then in 2 years find out that I'm at the same place as I am here, but my reactions to his shit sped up the process for sure. I had severe reactions to his shit, which of course, I mean, the first couple of times he actually was pretty good for a little while. And then, as I said to him, you're not always going to react this way. As I was saying, we should just cut this out now because it's just going to get worse, which it did. As he got nastier, because he'd get pissed off at my reactions to the stuff he was doing. And that's the part they don't see. I would be saying, like, plainly, you did this, you did that, you know. They don't, their favorite reply I found with all of them, I've had a lot of them in my life, is, didn't I do anything good for you? Well, yes, you did, as I said, and then you just shit all over it. As in, he bought me some nice, actually, he bought me these boots. I'm link it up right now, but I don't hunt. I'm a vegetarian. The other odd thing, he hunts, but honestly, if you're going to eat meat, I say go get it yourself. Let's get on another topic. If you won't kill it, don't eat it. And also, the grocery store meats, at least here in Canada and the States, are so inhumane. He goes hunting venison, deer. He feeds the deer all year. And, well, not all year, I can't say, because in the summer they don't come. In the winter, after hunting season, they come. He's got like 20 of them, and that used to be the high point. It was so beautiful. That was one of the good things, going to his house, and I got to help feed the deer, and they would come pretty close. Probably in time would have come even closer. It was amazing. They're in great shape, as opposed to the wild animals that are starving. So I'm not calling him on that. But what I'm saying is he buys me the boots, and isn't that great? And then don't you feel needed and wanted and special? And then that night you go in to watch TV, and we're picking a movie, and he says, oh, who's in that one? Angelina Jolie. Oh, she's hot. Let's watch that one. This actually happened. And then, or there's Catwoman. There's about 7 hot girls in that one. Yeah. And that's something that was a big red flag. I'm sorry, maybe some people can take it, but I'm pretty sure that's not something you really want to be doing with your boyfriend, especially we'd only been together a few weeks. If that even, it was very early on. And yeah, so I wanted to sit there watching a movie with him, and this was one of his traits. This went on for months with his referencing to other hot women and more rude stuff. Apparently talking to some other girls is pretty fucking common these days. It makes me sick, the dating scene now. It really does. I have a good friend who has, oh, I'm not even going to go into it. Let's just say it's prevalent these days, but it's not something I can stomach, and I tried. It took me over 2 months to get him to stop, but you know what's going on in his head, right? So it kind of ruined it. That was one thing. So I had this poor little pain in my heart the whole time we were together again, not as severe as with the psychopath. That was right out anxiety and misery, and like I looked like I was 10 years older by the time we were done. I lost my whole life for him. The nice thing is, with this one, I knew better. And but back to the point, which is own it. Just own it. I've realized that I'm just going to have to go through a little bit of time with some pain. But you know what? It's a whole lot better than a lot of time with some pain. And I'm already finding good things. I went to bed last night and I felt actual peace for the first time in a long time. Because that little nagging thing sits inside of you and you don't even realize it sometimes. So take your peace. It will get there. And just acknowledge it. Just accept it. Say, okay, yeah, I have this little gnawing piece of pain inside of me, but I can still look to the good stuff, and that's the thing. I did three big steps forward every day when I was recovering from the psychopath. And that's what saved me. And that's what I'm going to do with this one. I didn't do a lot of that stuff because it wasn't as severe. And I thought I don't need to, but I do. And I do need to just to get my life back. Just the logistics of having a relationship these days takes so much of your time. When you have so much other stuff to look after. And these days, I mean, I guess at my age, he had his own house, I had my own house. And that actually was a big problem because it's pretty hard to have 2 full-time jobs. And he worked an extra job in the winter and maintain 2 houses and then still see each other, especially when you're with somebody who won't do nothing. He won't come to your house for 2 hours because it's not worth the 10-minute drive. You know, he won't go out after 6. And I'm saying this not even to put him down. Honestly, he wasn't like a rotten, dirty bastard. He did mean things, but it's kind of hard to explain, and maybe I'm still in denial, but it's just that this is what it's like dealing with these people. That's what. It's non-functional, totally dysfunctional. So instead of having a big pain for a long time, just accept the pain that's in you right now, but accept that it will go away, and do your 3 big steps forward every day. And that will, first off, focus you on something else. And secondly, it will move you ahead in your life, so you'll start to feel accomplished and confident and like you're going somewhere and like you have a life again. So 3 big steps forward. You can put down in the comments if you want what you're going to do today for your big 3 steps and how it's working for you. Try it for a few days and come back and let me know. I would love to hear. And have a great day.